Hi, Fork Fighters. Brenda Bauer here. We are on a mission to take healthy back. We're doing it one forkful at a time. You can check out more tips and ideas at forkfighter.com. But I had to come in today on Tasty Tuesday and share with you what was for dinner last night. So in our family, to get in more fruits and vegetables, we are shifting to Meatless Monday. And so I was looking for some new recipes. We have some family favorites, but it was time for a new one. So I found this one online, and everybody in my family is a fan of gnocchi. If you don't know what that is, it's a little potato dumpling. It comes in two sizes. We used the mini size last night. So let me see if I can hold that up. So it looks about like that. And really the first time I had gnocchi was at Olive Garden. They have a spinach chicken gnocchi soup that's to die for. And you can find the hack recipe of that online if you want to try it at home with a little more, you can add in kind of some health benefits from processed restaurant food. Anyway, so I was excited about that. And then I had this big box of spinach in the fridge, and it's always, oh, that's upside down. It's always a race, right? Can we get it used up before it spoils? And here's another fun tip for you that I got from a friend. If this is starting to spoil before you've used it, you can throw the entire box in the freezer, and then you can flash fry it or put it in a smoothie, and it's ready to go, and you've got loose leaf spinach in your freezer. So you don't have to throw this out, and yet I was happy to find a recipe where I could use that up, right? And then it called for squash. I happen to have a bag of butternut squash cubed from the freezer section of my grocery store. So they're making it really easy and convenient on us. I don't know if you've ever bought a butternut squash, but they can have really firm outer shell. It can be pretty time consuming to peel and get that ready to cook. And so this was really nice. I just cut open the bag and dumped it in the skillet, so it turned out a lot quicker. So the recipe is gnocchi, spinach, butternut squash, chickpeas, also known as garbanzo beans, and now they're even labeling it with both. Used to, you could find a can labeled garbanzos and a can labeled chickpeas next to each other. Like, I don't know why people couldn't decide on what to call it, but anyway, I've always found that fascinating. So you're gonna want chickpeas, 2 shallots, 2 medium to small size shallots, and about 4 cloves of garlic, and some olive oil or other plant oils, and a can, or I used homemade chicken stock. So you could use vegetable stock, chicken stock, it doesn't matter, some kind of broth. But I actually boil the chicken bones and make my own homemade stock and keep it in the freezer. And so here's another fun tip on that. I store it in quart-size bags, but then I also do a couple of batches in muffin tins. And then I have smaller amounts. They're about 1/4 cup size, maybe a 1/3 cup size, ready to go, so I don't have to thaw out a full 6 cups of broth if I need, like this recipe, just a little bit. Okay, so I started in the oven, on the skillet, on the stove, with 2 tablespoons of olive oil and the gnocchi. And just sauteed that until it started to brown. I'm going to tell you it stuck to the pan a little bit, but I used a wooden spoon and just kind of kept the bottom of the pan clean. And so when those start to brown, take them off, remove them, put them in a bowl on the side, add in a little bit more oil, add in your squash and the shallots and the minced garlic. Saute that until the squash is starting to cook through. It doesn't have to be all the way cooked, but you want it pretty far, and that took almost no time with the frozen. It's probably parboiled before they freeze it. So if you're using fresh, it may take a little bit longer. And you could always substitute a sweet potato as well, or any other kind of squash. This just happened to call for butternut squash. Then you add in sage and pepper and the vegetable broth, bring that to a boil, throw in your spinach, and once the spinach is wilted, add back in your gnocchi and stir it all up, and it's ready to eat, seasoned to taste. So that was really simple. Once I had everything chopped and ready to go, 15 minutes, I think, on the stove is all that it took me. Everybody loved it. So you want to see it? Okay, this is what it looked like. Yes, I'm showing you my leftovers, but you can see the chickpeas in there, the gnocchi, the butternut squash, and the spinach. So it makes a really pretty dish. The gnocchis taste amazing. I wish you were here to taste them. Oh, and the recipe did call for currants as well. I live in Missouri. I have never seen a currant in a grocery store. I just went without it. And then this morning I wondered, I wonder if I could have substituted raisins or craisins, dried cranberries, or something else. So if anybody's got an opinion on that, I'd love to hear it. I've just never cooked with currants, and I figured it'd be fine either way. But it was a really simple recipe, so I will post the link to my blog in the comments, where you can go and see the full recipe if you want to try it at home. And don't forget to like or comment, and you can also follow me on YouTube or subscribe to my blog at forkfighter.com. Okay, you guys, thank you for watching, and let's go take healthy back today.